All right. Good evening. This is Andre Sanders down here in Jacksonville, Florida, of Overcoming the Odds. And this is going to be a pretty cool one as far as talking about how social media can introduce more traffic to your business if you're a business owner. So it doesn't matter if you're a small business owner, big business owner, home-based business profession, whatever type of business that you have. Social media, if you haven't already guessed it here the last few years, is really for people businesses if you choose to learn choose to learn just a couple of key things that we're going to shed a little bit of light for you. But without any further ado, let's go take it out to California and some other business partner.
Yes. Hi, everybody. This is Patricia Henry, and it is Friday. It's a beautiful Friday today. And this is going to be an exciting topic because, there's so many people that are online that have businesses, but I don't know if you've ever gone to a blog, even my blog, it's like, what? I've got like a few comments and, we want more comments. We want more traffic. So what do we do about that? How do we get traffic to our blogs? And if we have a brick and mortar business, you need a blog. You need a blog. You need a place to put your information about your business. You're, as they said, there's a popular saying, if you don't have a blog on the internet, you're homeless. So we know that there could be people driving up and down the street and never see your business. But online, they could see your business if you know how to get traffic so that eyeballs could see what you have to offer.
All right, and that is true. That is true as well as far as social media and just taking leverage with it, because yes, there are different ways to obviously drive traffic toward your business online. We can go through the paid ways, but social media and just kind of just the ways to just help free organic traffic can help. Just in case you do have a budget. One thing that to kind of paint the picture as far as how social media has really been taken over here as of late. Tony Robbins did a Facebook Live probably about a month and a half ago. And I know here in the United States, if you're aware as far as all the negativity in the news, unfortunately, as far as, some of the cop killings and just throughout all the other chaos and the craziness throughout the world. Tony Robbins said something in Facebook Live, and it's true as far as, hey, in trouble. Why? Because social media, as of late, a lot of people are using social media. It doesn't matter if it's Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, the list can go on and on and on and on. The thing is, a lot of people are doing what? Excuse me. They're going to social media. They're hanging out there. You see it on, just say you have a Facebook account. That's what a lot of people like to do. They like to hang out on Facebook. So that is pretty much, just to help paint the picture, because what's the main way digital media can get your attention? I mentioned a few moments ago, some type of negativity, something that's going to just grab your attention as far as like, oh man, and then all of a sudden, literally like in a week, it's all forgotten because we had the Olympics, football's about to get started here in American football. So I mean, come on now. But it's unfortunate that traditional media has to go that route because social media is just a place just to hang out, the different apps, And the cool thing too, think about us as business owner, and I know we've done this. We've mentioned it in past hangouts before as well. It's all right to be, kind of professional, and just kind of, I want to say loose on social media. Let people know who you are as far as a presence. I'm not going to go too much in depth about this, but just so people can go and relate to you. Yes, it's not that to have a picture of yourself on there, and it doesn't matter what what platform it is. Personally, I know I've been playing semi-pro football here the last few years, so I might see pictures of me from time to time in a uniform, but it's still you can see my face. No different for Patricia. Patricia used to be a hair fashion designer, so you're gonna see her face as well on social media. And other than a picture or a meme or whatever, or maybe a quote. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but people want to relate with people. Think about it now. You're a business owner. We're still really a people business. You would think, oh no, I sold this or I sold this. It doesn't matter what industry you are as far as a business owner. You still have to connect with people. Yeah, think about it. And this is something I got from two entrepreneurs, not even in the home-based business profession, Gary Vaynerchuk and Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. They both said something like 2 or 3 weeks ago on a Facebook Live as well that is so true. As a business owner, you give your customers or somebody something of value. That's what we're doing every time as a business owners. Again, doesn't matter what type of business it is, you're giving people something of value. It's something for them to always come back and be like, okay, I like this person, I like their store, and then to come back to. I like the way they treated me. You treat me nice. If you're a traditional business owner, you know what I'm talking about. You want to treat your customers good. If you're a doctor, or a barber, baker, or whatever, you want to treat your customers good so they can always come back. Have loyal customers. No different from again, doing business online. It doesn't matter. Again, network marketing. You want to treat the people, the customers, well, as far as giving them something of value. So
I wanted to say something about that, about giving value. As you said, value, value, value. I think I watched one of your videos and you mentioned that. And we know we're always talking about that. And another leader that we know, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a superwoman. And she just made a post about that. And even if the person doesn't buy from you, you're exposing yourself to them, like through your videos, through your posts, through your whatever. And this is what you want to leave with them, something of value. Even if they haven't bought anything, what have they learned new from you that they didn't learn before? Okay, what have they learned from you that they've never even heard of? So if you could offer them something like that while you are talking with them on, even in your blog, you leave a video or just your words, your typed message, what are you leaving of value with them and what can they take away?
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth, Patricia. That is so true. Something they can just take away that's like, man, I like this. Something to just go and run with it. I know personally, I love personal development, but something that we're always taught in home-based business profession, is always continue to grow yourself. Read books daily, listen to audios daily. Be honest with you, let's just be straight up. A lot of people in the profession, they don't do that, and they wonder why they struggle. You hit a brick road or something or some type of obstacle. You're thinking, oh man, woe is me. Some people want to either quit or leave, do something, jump ship, do something else, or whatever. And again, nothing wrong with that, but I mean, you never know how far you are. You never know how close you are to goal. Like the story of Napoleon Hill mentioned, Think and Grow Rich, 3 feet from goal. You don't know how close you are. As far as who knows, there might have been something that just. An idea that you might have sparked somebody from paying attention to what you're doing, that'd be like, what, I want to join forces with this person. I want to go partner up with this person. All of a sudden, who knows? They can just be like, I was inspired by this person, but you would never know if you unless you stay with it. And going back to what we keep on talking about with social media in general. I know a few years ago, I also do Olympic weightlifting as well, and my brother and I, we've been doing it for years now. My brother's an Olympic weightlifter himself. I do it to help out in my sport, obviously in football. And we were thinking about somebody who was a business owner who owned a small gym, Olympic weightlifting gym, and we had mentioned to him, hey. So I think we had a friend of ours mentioned to him, hey, how about to use Facebook to help his business. Words out of his mouth, it's sad though. You got to avoid these type of words. Oh, I tried that. Yeah, and that's the reason why he was struggling to get people in month in and month out. So just you got to watch your words. Robert Kiyosaki's mentioned this a handful of Rich Dad books. You got to watch the words that you use because that sometimes limits you as well. So you don't want to be doing things like this. I know I'm not going to go too long about this, but obviously too also social media. Yes, you can, share as far as maybe beliefs. We're in a political year. People like to get into all the politics, but guess what? You're only going to attract those kind of people. And unfortunately, guess what? If you're trying to go turn around for business, they might not be able to, that message might not be aligned with some of the people that you've been talking about maybe politics, or you feel very strongly about something, just giving out, whatever, just your feelings or whatever. Some things just to, just mind using that, share that, especially on social media, because again, you can track you can track those kind of people, and that's all good and dandy. But again, we try to turn around to work business. Those same people might not be able to relate too well. So that's something just to keep in mind. Now getting into social media platforms in general, this is something that I know personally using. Let me get to it real quick. Good old handy dandy YouTube. Gotta love YouTube. You can use it for fun. I'll give you a perfect example. As far as, okay, this is a mistake I use. I want to show you this. River City Commandos. This is my semi-pro football team, right? You might kind of be shocked to see some of the views I have on here. Some of this stuff is from, you're talking about a couple years ago. Let's see. Let's try to scroll down. I know some of these views are kind of high, but the thing is, at the time when I was experimenting, always talking about my team, because I first started playing with them a couple years ago in 2014. I know you see some of the views are kind of high, but using my team and just sharing like almost game after a game, since I play off of the line, this the experience of being semi-pro in Jacksonville, semi-pro football in Jacksonville, and then talking about my team. Now, I was not only doing this to talk about my team. I was also talking about this to help get better with the video. I want to learn how to better speak, so I use them as practice. I know that I can, I got a whole bunch of guys that are kind of like, okay, who in the world is this guy? I still have guys talking about it today. Here it is, like some of those videos. One is like almost a couple of like 3 years old. Some of those 2 years old. I haven't mentioned anything about my semi-pro team since then. I might talk about it once in the blue moon, but I won't put it in the title. There are key ways you can go about that too. Obviously being Olympics, you can probably get away with some keywords because some people are just nosy around like, okay, let me look at this. You can go to something like a Google AdWords, go to that, and then type in, try to see a particular keyword, and then just have fun with that, and then try to use other trying to get audiences as far as who looks for those particular words per month. You see Facebook all the time. That really isn't as relevant on Facebook, but this is the thing. A lot of people, I know you've seen this, a lot of people share videos on Facebook. A lot of people. People do that too, also on YouTube. I've seen it on Google Plus, seen it on LinkedIn as well. Video really is the right now. Trish and I know we both use video a lot, and we talked about this before several times. It's funny, as good as video as it is, personally, I don't think it will ever get as big as it can be, because there are a lot of people who just have a limiting belief as far as getting in front of a camera and just want to just turn it on. Now they have no problem sharing yours, so I mean, think about it now. Opportunity as far as getting out that limited belief as far as like, do this. It doesn't matter if it's you think the worst possible video. We know people in our profession, obviously see our income disclaimer below. It's not going to guarantee any results. We have seen people have some of the videos that probably be worse videos, and they've had so many different people just decide to be business partners with them, or so many people have bought from them from the worst videos. Not anything perfect as far as the background, just all sorts of this, whatever you name it. Trust me, just going to share it. Again, I can stay on video all day. The point is, that's opportunity. That's just mentioned. Go ahead and take advantage of that. So something I just wanted to leave you with. And the cool thing too, with all these social media platforms, you can connect something such as YouTube to other platforms, Twitter, Facebook as well. Facebook, obviously, they're trying to step away and say, hey, let us use our own videos, as well. You can still connect.
With them, like if they're a small business, they may not have the time to do social media themselves. So that's why, having somebody who is versed in the internet, they will know how to help you do that. And, it does take time to maybe learn how to do a blog. and to get it up and running. But it's the blog we have, it's not as time consuming to set up anymore. Again, that you guys could click the link below to find out how it works. It says, yes, let me in. And we also have a free download for you, a free ebook there that you guys could purchase, or not purchase, it's free. Sorry about that. And, learn a little bit more about getting your mind straight about a mindset, so that you can do this business and know what social media is all about. So, and how it will really work and help drive traffic to your business. So like I said, if you might feel a little bit overwhelmed, but there's help out there. There's Andre and myself that could definitely show you what to do if you're interested in wanting to take your business a little bit further than just your brick and mortar store or just your blog laying there. If you already have a blog, we can help you boost that blog. Just, come and join us. And we have a team of people that also, once you join us, you can join our teams, and you don't have to feel alone that, oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming, But Andre, go ahead.
Yeah, another thing too I want to share as far as let me go right here. As far as just the videos, I know some people, I mentioned this a few moments ago, as far as getting in front of a camera. But as you see right here, don't get intimidated when you see this number. Don't get intimidated at all. There's a lot of mess ups in this 997 that you have to go through, and you just have to just make a decision as far as like, if I went into this goal and really just make as many mistakes as I can, but learn from them, and be consistent with it. You see, so some of this stuff, as you can see, some of these videos as of late, I know you just look at the dates, you're like, my goodness, this guy has to be like a machine as of late. Well, the cool thing is too, with this and what Patricia's talking about, here's the blog, the themes that we have. As you can tell, I double dip. What I mean by double dip is like I'll share a few thoughts, and guess what? Oh, wait a minute, now he has his own blog post, his own video on the blog post. Yes, and then it makes it simpler. Look below. I can go share in any one of these different platforms, whether it be Twitter, Pinterest, Google Plus, or Facebook. And that's not mentioning a handful of other ones as well. But that's just something just so you can get the picture as far as like, oh, okay. You find one platform that you like and you just try to master that. And then once you kind of get the feel for it, go and use the other ones. Not saying that you can't learn some other ones along the way. Like for a perfect example, when I've talked about double dipping. I do it also too when I put a video on YouTube and Facebook. If I'm going to post a video on YouTube, guess what? That same video is going to go on Facebook. Now I share it obviously to different different business page or maybe groups that I have to on Facebook. But still, I just go and double dip. Why not go take advantage of that? It's more eyeballs, the better. Mm-hmm. And remember what we're talking about as far as the videos. Even though it's the right now, a lot of people are still not going to go and get their face in front. Don't know why, but like we said, we know what it. Producer and I, we know what it is. This is limited release. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Some people are just like, oh, it got to be right, perfect, got to be have everything just right, professional. Hogwash.
Yes, see, Andre, it doesn't have to be perfect because you don't have any lipstick on today.
Exactly.
And you didn't comb your hair.
Exactly. I don't know how many times I've done videos when I just like never even shave. I have shaven. It might be sometimes I go weeks without shaving. And those are some of the ones that get the most views.
I know. Now that is something too, because you can create your own genre on videos. You can create your own persona. Again, you're branding yourself. And of course, if you have already a product that you're selling, if it's not your product, let's say like I have a party light business, but I don't want to put, I could do I could do like a character. I could be the candle lady. I'm sure there's many candle ladies in that particular company, but I can set myself apart to be different than that particular candle lady. Maybe I'm comical, maybe I'm serious, maybe I wear a costume, maybe I don't know, have a particular setting that's behind me. I can just broadcast from my bed, or whatever. You could do whatever to create that attraction. It's called attraction marketing to your business. So don't feel that you do have to have lights, camera, and action. Like I said, Andre didn't do his hair today. So, hey, I'm in braids. I don't have to do anything with mine, right? Just wake up and I just took a shower and, hey, let it blow dry, blow in the wind. I don't even have to blow dry it. But you just come on and be yourself, because that's what people want to see, the authentic you. They're not buying your products, they're buying you. That's what's really happening when you get on social media and on Twitter. Now, I would like to share my screen, but I'm going to show you my YouTube, if that's okay, Andre, and then I want to show him something else as well when I get there. Let's see here. Because like I said, with my YouTube, start my presentation. Okay, let me know if you can see it. Here's my YouTube. Okay, all these videos. Now I'm doing a video challenge, and it's with a team, that online team that I have, and it's a 30-day video challenge. So I started with, as you could see, let's see, I'm day 15. I think I'm a couple of days behind. They're maybe on day 18 or maybe even day 20. So I've got to maybe do a few of them today. And they're different topics, like why I chose my main marketing strategy. I believe that's what this one is about. Day 14 was how I've grown from the video challenge. Day 15 is my vision for the future. And another one, I just give you tidbits. And day 11 was, what does success mean to me? And then all of these are different. And as you see, I love my outside with my little background with my palm trees right outside of my house. I don't have to go any place special. But, and people like videos of interest. For instance, I went to a wedding here. This was my wild animals. As you know, babies and animals, that's the main thing that people love to see. But of course, these go on and on and on and on. I don't know how many videos I have, but people can follow me, they just like a commercial, and I don't have to have a huge multi-million-dollar budget just to take out my cell phone and make some videos. Okay, do not have to do that. So let me stop screen sharing here and let me know when we're back. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I wanted to tell them something else. Like on Twitter, there was a trending topic that happened in our local area. So usually if you're a brick and mortar store, you do try to cater, especially a small business, you try to cater around what's happening in the industry or happening around in your town. So if I could find it, I'm going to show it to you. But there was a fire in our area. It was called the Blue Cut Fire. And last week this time, and especially the week before that, our whole sky was lit up with, or not lit up, it was smoky. I did a video, I went outside, I should have done some more videos, but I had my cell phone on and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I posted it, of course, on my Facebook. First of all, I just uploaded the video on my Facebook. And that video, my Facebook posts are linked to my Twitter. So when it went to Twitter, it caught the attention of a newscaster from Las Vegas, no less. It wasn't even from Los Angeles, but it was from Las Vegas. And I am not a huge fan of Twitter. I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. But I do get text messages. And when I saw this text message from Twitter, it said that this newscaster, I forget her name, named Nikki. I'm going to show you the post right now so you could see. But she contacted me. Let me show you. I found it. So I'm going to see if I could share the screen again. But I'm showing you, this is just a person who is a newscaster, but think of your customers. Think of how many people will see your things if, okay. Am I sharing? Am I going to share? Let me find my thing. Okay, here's my Facebook page right here. I don't know why all of a sudden it's when it gets windy around here, my internet lags. So sorry about that. It's going frozen. But let me show you the original post. This was my. Can you see it all? Andre, can you see it? Could you see it?
Yeah, you were fine. I can see it.
Okay. So let me go back to. I just want to make sure. I'll go back to here. Enlarge this if I can. I don't know if you could see this. I don't know how this works. It's not enlarging. Like I said, sorry about that. My internet is like, it's really slow. I think it just, hold it. I don't know what it did. It, oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to find it again. Something is weird with my internet. I have to go back over. Those are all the, of course, it's trying to load. One thing with social media is, again, can you see that? Okay, but here is the original post. It says Blue Cut Fire. And I did a hashtag. I think I did a hashtag as well. But anyway, she found it. That's another way to draw people to your post too, hashtags. And but you probably can't see it at all. I'm so sorry. But it was right here. I'm going to try to make this a little bigger. There it goes. Can you see that? It says Nikki Pucci Johnson. And she says, "Hi, Patricia, great video. We'd like to use it on Fox 5 Las Vegas. Would that be okay with you?" Well, I saw it on my text on my phone first, because that's where I get them, as well as my Facebook messages. And yes, and I answered her back, and it was like a couple hours that had gone by, and that evening they wanted to use my video. They had already done a montage, and now here is, I'm scrolling up, here is that video. You know, if you click on this here, you would get their newscast. It goes to their page, and I'm mentioned in here. Okay, so, and of course, you know, I have people that are following me. You know, look, my friend says, my famous friend, you know, and Marisol does, and she was saying, I pray for the people and animals and the environment affected by these fires. So we could find trending items online to drive traffic to our business, especially if it's a local business. You can do that. But like you said, here it is. I did this hashtag here and there, but now people can see that and click on that and see, of course, all the other stories that were around these stories. So that's just one thing of how you can get traffic to your blog. I did not do a particular blog on this because I should have and put it up, but and then maybe posted it to some of the local news agencies that were around here. And like I said, that's just one way of getting traffic. I'm going to stop screen sharing to you. All right, so I'm back here.
Did you want to? One other thing too that I want to go along, tag along where you said the hashtags, and
because you could do that with sports too, sports in the Olympics that just happened, or whatever is trending in your area. All
right. Sweet. All right, I wanted to share this as well, because thinking of hashtags, and so for all you Instagrammers out there, well, even though this might be one of my business pages, you know, look how simple this is. I mean, pretty sure, like for those that we were talking about videos earlier, can you find something that's motivational like this? Napoleon Hill. If you're a business owner of any kind, I'm pretty sure you've heard of this name before. Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, Law of Success, you know, Master Key to Riches. Let's go on and on and on and on and on and on. But the point is, I'm pretty sure you can do something like this. Go, boom. And then obviously using Facebook, I can still tag this along to doing what? The particular blog post I was going to. So you get my drift as far as that. as far as, okay, sharing whatever, and using this. But the thing going back to what I was talking about for my Instagrammers, use his name, hashtag Napoleon Hill in it in the comments when you're on Instagram, and you will be shocked how many people will start to like it or follow, maybe possibly follow you as well. Now, obviously, you have that one shot to have what you want in your bio, because that's the key. Obviously, using Instagram, and I wish they had a way to set up. But this picture the idea as far as whether it be this type of quote or something for like Tony Robbins right here. If you just use his name or use their name, whoever the author is, speaker is, hashtag their name, people will just go and let's all of a sudden like the picture or whatever you have to share. Obviously, Instagram is nothing but pictures on there when you tag their when you hashtag their names. And obviously, too, going back to what I was talking about, the profile, have it set up so you can put a link in there, so in your profile, so maybe it can be a link to your blog post. That's what I know I have it set up for. So you never know who's gonna just be able to catch that too. And Patricia's mentioned that as far as using hashtags, you never know who's gonna be able to just go and follow you. Mm-hmm. So it's always pretty cool doing that. Speaking about this Instagram, I'm pretty sure you can use it too. I know she just shared it as far as in Twitter as well. Obviously, the list goes on and on. So you remember, you connect the dots with all this. Social media is just a good way to just drive traffic to, again, what you're promoting.
And there's a way to automate these things as well. If you don't have time, once some social media expert comes into your shop, like me or Andre, to help you, there's different avenues of automating it. There's Hootsuite and Buffer and all different kinds of tools and apps that can help you, and you don't have to. You can set up some for a month in advance or something, and then just let it run, especially if you have ads. And all these platforms, all these social media platforms, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, they all are free platforms. That's why there's a lot of people on it, and there's a huge audience. So you can target your audience by using paid advertising. You can do the organic free traffic, but if you do know anything about the social media platforms, if you don't engage, say for instance, with your friends and followers, then they're not going to show them to you on your news feed or send you their messages. I think even on Facebook, they only allow you, see first. If you want to see first, they allow you 25 people to see first. And I have a lot of more people that I want to see first as they're posting and blogging and, posting their messages. I want to see as many influential people that I have on my team and on those sites as possible. They say that, if I have 2,000 or, you have 5,000 is what they allow you to have as far as, friends on Facebook. That's when you go to have a fan page now. And on your fan page is where you can advertise. And if you've seen the new look of the fan pages, aren't they wonderful now? They kind of moved, they changed it around. But I have something I want to tell you also. The live feed, live video, right? On Blab is no more, right? Blab was a feature that you could get on there and advertise or have a little TV show on there. But if you guys ever knew of or heard of that platform, and it only allowed you 4 people on. You had control of letting who you wanted on and off of your Blab site and engage with them and talk with them or have them on as guests. But now you have a live feed, and I heard that they're going to have something where you can have an interchange, that you can have a little window pop up, and you can invite a guest on, and you could actually interchange and talk with that person. And what else that's happening with live? There was a couple of other features, but maybe we'll save that for another show of overcoming the odds that we have. But I would like to share some stuff, Andre, if that's okay with you. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, of how to get some traffic. And I'm going to have to do a screen share again. It's screen share time once again. Now, Andre and I went to one of our events about a year ago, and there was maybe even a couple of years ago. And there's a great marketer. His name is Neil Patel, and he has made millions of dollars just blogging and advertising. And he has 7 proven strategies to increase your blog's traffic by 206%. So what are some of those ways? I'm not going to go into all of them, but I'm going to just read some highlights of part of this, okay? And you could probably look this up if you're watching this, but these are the 7 strategies. I'll read them. You can do Kindle Selects 90-day traffic plan. There's how to create viral content, how to create evergreen list post, long tail keyword domination, email traffic generation, listed guest bloggers, restructure your post. So I'm going to take on the first couple of them here as we move down. You know, you're thinking 206%. How are you going to do that? So according to HubSpot companies, that blog have 97% more inbound links, but you already know blogging is valuable, which is why you already have one. And if you don't have one, like I said, go below and click. There's a green button that says let me in, and you can obtain your blog from one of us, okay? So, but if no one visits your blog, how are you going to generate those links or even more traffic or sales? So this is what he listed, and here, as I had read these off, there's 7 different things right here that you can do. But we're going to talk about Kindle Selects 90-day traffic plan. You know, if you have a book or if you create an ebook, it says what? You could have 31% of ebook sales in the Amazon Kindle store. So did you know that? So that's a self-published book. As you know, before, to publish a book, you know, you hear the John Steinbecks of the world, authors back in the day trying to get, you know, living on pennies because they couldn't get their books published, or were they waiting for the brilliant ideas to come up with their next book. Well, almost anybody can be a publisher. I mean, an author, and they could get their books published. So you no longer have to have that kind of a sob story anymore of trying to, or struggle to try to publish a book. So, but what he recommends is, I won't discuss Kindle publishing, he says, but in detail here, but Copy Blogger's excellent guide instead will show you how to do that. But he will show you how to drive targeted traffic to reach thousands of people for free when you publish via Amazon Kindle. So it's Kindle Direct Publishing. So that's one way that you could get traffic to your blog. And, you know, we know that if you have, he suggests here, there are two simple ways to use your Kindle book to drive traffic to your blog or landing page. Link directly to your website inside the book, or use a free giveaway. And we love free. Everybody loves when they hear the word free, you know, they pretty much jump on that. So let's first go over how to get traffic by linking directly to your site. So how to make money as an Amazon associate. And you know, there it is. You put your link right there, boom. And you should be able to get, you know, somebody to go to your site because it's listed right there. The screenshot above shows how you can link directly to your blog or website inside your book before you enroll it in Kindle, a direct publishing program. This strategy alone sends up to 200 extra visitors to your site within 30 days. Chris Guthrie peaked at 119 in the Kindle store when he got about 2,000 free downloads. With the right call to action, a top 100 ranked ebook can send you anywhere from 300 to 3,700 visitors a month. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to give that, but there it is, free gift. If you offer something of value, people are bound to click on it, right? 44 answers to your Kindle publishing questions. So you might want to read that if you want to do an ebook, right? Now, traffic strategy 2, how to create viral content. Right? Everyone wants to create viral content, but most people fail. That's because they don't pay attention to the sites that successfully create viral posts day in and day out. If they did, they would learn 3 secrets of viral content creation. The first secret, which really isn't a secret, it's how to write great headlines. 8 out of 10 people will click on your headline if you create a good headline. And you could use this BuzzSumo. BuzzSumo, if you go there, you could click on there and enter a keyword or something like that, and boom, it'll come up with a great headline for you. I mean, you could tweak it. Obviously, you don't have to stick with what they have, but you can use that. Like, for instance, something I wrote down with a great headline, it says, you have to understand your audience, obviously, who you want to attract with that headline. So I wrote something like, this 2-minute video scared the, I don't swear, but crap out of me, ? And then you. So, somebody's going to find out something scared somebody. I want to know what it is. And you have a headline like that, and boom, somebody is going to click on that because it attracted them to you. It got their attention. Right now I'm scrolling down because I wanted to go to, see, here's that headline. This 2-minute video kind of scared the crap out of me, right? So, and then what you want to do is you want to engage your audiences too. I don't know where that information is, but I did write it down. Okay. Well, this is something else. But for instance, you want to get your audience involved. So you want it to be magnetic, you want it to be clickable, and you want it to be shareable. So also, what would happen here? You would probably create a video, right? Disruption. How can you disrupt the focus of your audience onto you? So you have to create a video that would do that, and also have an image on that video so that they could click on it. And of course, a title. Now, how to create evergreen list post. Now, we know what an evergreen post is. It's another proven strategy for increasing a blog traffic, right? So there's been a case study here, as it says, that you can generate years or traffic years after their original publication. That's what is evergreen. Like, you don't maybe want to mention a date, you don't want to do this or that, but you want to have something that could last forever. Viral content. We see it all the time on Facebook. I mean, I've seen posts that I've seen a year ago and people are still sharing them. And usually they're funny, or usually they're like, we know babies and cats and dogs and stuff like that keep going round and round. And you can search for those kind of things that you could put on your fan page, or you could post, and then it doesn't have to be related, but put your link right under it and see if people will click on that. Like there was, now there is a trending topic. Again, there was the earthquake in Italy, but maybe you wouldn't want to put that because it's not going to be relevant in a year from now. And maybe it will. But here's do's and don'ts of evergreen content. Don't develop evergreen content around passing trends. Do use basic industry principles as your building blocks. Don't simply repost old content. Do repurpose evergreen content to stay relevant. Don't post only evergreen content. do keep evergreen content in your arsenal for when you really need it, so that is something that you could do. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much further into anything here. We can go over this kind of stuff on our next hangout, but that was one out of 3 different things that could boost your blog. Let me get out of here and go back, stop screen sharing. So if you didn't know those kind of things, I hope that added some value to what you could do with your post, what you could do with your blog, and how you can get more traffic.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, Patricia, and you got value for what you just shared, comment below as well, because it kind of reminds me too, and what I was saying earlier, of listening to 2 other entrepreneurs talk about Gary Vaynerchuk and Eric Thomas. And Eric Thomas said something when he was on Gary Vaynerchuk's show, I think a couple weeks ago when he did their Facebook Live, as far as, Patricia mentioned this already. Give them something of value, let them take something that they can, pretty much give them something they can just go ahead and run with. I know the question is not always, especially in business, always how much more money do I need to make? It's always like, as Robert Kiyosaki likes to say, how many more people do I need to serve? And that's so true. The thing is to just continue to give out so much value. Just like, oh my goodness. That's how, again, over time, because I'm not going to guarantee anything, let's say you get some of the followers, let's say you get some of the likes, the comments, shares, possibly some new customers and some new sales down the road. Again, not going to guarantee anything, so see our income disclaimer below, because obviously results are going to be different and they're going to vary for everybody, but results are very possible. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing I have to share too, and so unfortunately, Patricia also mentioned this, is one of the platforms that we were using was Blab. Now, we're seeing Facebook Live now, but Blab was something that was in the Twitter family. And a little bit in the sense of that it was like Periscope, but Periscope's by itself. And the Twitter, using the Twitter family, or I think you can use Facebook too to connect. But the point is, Blab was something that we just mentioned earlier. You got 4 people in, you have a handful of people too watching as well. But it was sad when I went online to find out what was the reason why Blab shut down. Obviously because some of the money too, and I guess something with the investors, whatever. But the thing that I read that's really irritating, and if you're a marketer doing the best you can, doing the right things, this is one thing we got to just hopefully better educate the profession, especially in the home-based business profession. And it said something along the lines of a lot of people, when they hopped on Blab, they were just doing it, just get on there just to hang out. The ones that were giving that value were coming out there once a week because, they had a good following. They didn't need to, hey, look at me. They didn't need to worry about all that because guess what? They're bringing so much value anyway. Once a week. This is the statistics now. Blab was have pointed out though. You can go and Google this for yourself as far as why Blab to shut down Blab. But again, going back to what I was saying, the ones that were giving that value were coming on there once a week, like Patricia mentioned. They were coming out doing their shows or whatever, and really it's like a high percentage. It had to be. It's like over 90%. I don't know if I'm right. It's something which is ridiculously high. The people just sitting up there hanging out or whatever. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. But you gotta think about it now. And again, this opportunity missed. As far as people will probably not get in front of videos as much as they should be, unless, as we mentioned, if it's babies or dogs or pets or whatever, because that limiting belief for whatever reason. And then what are you feeding your mind to just have something that people can just go run away and take with? Something that hopefully we were able to give value for you today as well. Something just like, you know what, I didn't think about that. I was like, oh, that's a good point. Coming on, hanging out, again, nothing wrong with that, but what was something that it can go and run with? Something of value. We have another business partner on here too, Neil, who lives in the UK. We were getting on Blab a few months ago as well. We were coming on sometimes once a week, and we were going this on a rampage, a rant as far as, just trying to better educate the marketplace as far as what in the world these people doing. I remember one time that you saying something like, yeah, people are still spamming links in these groups. I was like, they still do that? I guess it doesn't even come a thought anymore once you're educating how to do it the right way. And this is like, oh, I didn't know people still did that. They do. But it's
Yeah, they
unfortunate.
do because they're new. I just got somebody in my inbox, they wanted to friend me, and I did see that they were with some other people who I knew. Um, and usually I don't, I message them. I did not answer their friend request right away because I usually go to the chat, I see if they want to respond, and I'll ask them a few questions and go back and forth. And I don't usually, I've got like over 200 people sitting there. Some of them could be, half of them are probably legitimate and half of them are not. But I want to make sure that when you do friend me, and finally I did friend him, the first thing he does is send me his link, and I asked him, would he like to, I didn't send him my link. I said, link for link, let's have a battle. You send me your link, I'll send you my link, and blah, blah, blah. I said, I really honestly don't have time to look at your link. Thank you for sending it. I did it very nicely. And because, some of us can get irate, and some people, I've had people, when I say that, then I said, would you like to learn how to send a link without spamming, or at least getting to know me before you send me your link? And all of a sudden I know, boom, I go to click on them or send them the chat, the next message I'm going to send them, and they've unfriended me. So that's not, otherwise, it's sad to say, I did a screenshot of a professional person. I'm not going to mention his name. There's nobody, you may know him, Andre, I'll tell you after the live video. But I was shocked because I knew him to be, from what I've seen, I don't really follow him. And, but I know he's on several people's, groups, and he has a nice page, and he's a business person. Of all people, you would think that he would not be that way, because I said, I don't like what you just did. I wasn't lecturing him. I was very nice. And he just, who are you? And blah, blah, blah. I screenshot it, and I'm going to put that in a blog post. I'll probably have to cross out his name and his face, but I can't believe that. In the chat, and he has, like I said, a beautiful business page, and you would think that he would not do that. Like I said, I've learned to be very polite to people. After all, I'm an internet marketer. I'm not a scammer anymore because I learned better, and I'm not a telemarketer. You could just not answer the phone or don't hang up. So we understand, though, we're trying to reach people. But again, it's about attraction marketing. It's about having people say, yes, I want to join you. And we teach you how to do that so that people will say, yes, I want more information. Yes, I'd like to know more. Yes, can you send me your link? Or I would like the link, please. Whatever. The person didn't even know me. You're sending me your link. But it was actually 2 or 3 people this week. And one was about beauty products. Thank you for thinking I'm beautiful. But on the other hand, do I need those products? Do I want your products? How do you know I'm not selling products? So you have to see what your customer is and what they're about. Like, stay-at-home moms. I know somebody, and we all, Andre, you and I know there's network marketers out there who are famous, and we know them, and they're stay-at-home moms. And she had about 250, I'm not going to name names, but 250, she did a sponsored ad, which is a form of advertising, again, on Facebook. And she had a story. She sponsored it with a picture of her husband and her babies. And she had a link. But the thing was, before the link, you didn't even see the link. You had to open it up, click it, see her story. You read that, and they're so drawn into the story, they were asking her for more information. So that's how you do it. You post it, you're going to get eyeballs on it because Facebook advertising lets you open it up to that target market and that target audience, and they will come to you. You do not have to spam them at all. You're going to get traffic. You're going to get the traffic you need.
Or unless you know what you're doing. And then we had a product launch about a couple months ago. Unless you know what you're doing, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this anyway, just so I can get people off my Facebook friends list. I did that too. And it was funny while doing that. I was like, I knew I was wrong too. I had one lady, she was like, man, why are you spamming me? Like, I already knew what I was doing. I was thinking, I was doing this because I was trying to see if you had a pulse. Because, you know, some people, it's like, I got them on my friends list. It's great, but it's like, are they paying attention when I'm sharing, liking, commenting? We've seen people in this profession, you know, I don't want to say it's ruthless or anything, but I mean, hey, it's a business, you know, if you don't see any comments, likes, or shares, I've been unfriended, you know, as far as like, all right, let me get rid of this person, this person, this person. They're like, I don't know how many different like programs that help you with that, and like notice that if you don't have like so many likes or comments for somebody, you can just get rid of the profile, or you can just go individually. But if you have over 1,000 people on your Facebook friends list, that takes a while. So I can't be mad at somebody who wants to use a program to see, okay, who's paying attention to what I'm sharing, the content I'm sharing, because I know I'm giving that value, but nobody's paying attention to anything. Nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong. That's one particular way some people like to do business. Some people like to go the other way, as far as what Patricia was like to say, as far as, you know, basically she was implying, how about forming somebody? You know, I'm always big as far as like, you know, somebody wants. Napoleon Hill mentioned it so many times, having a definite major purpose. You know, it's funny now, listening to so many authors, reading so many books, I can tell just in conversation where somebody's going with the life. Not judging, because I can tell that, okay, I can tell that this is really something that they're aiming for, or it's just all bluff. You know, now obviously too, you got to pay attention to what they're doing more than what they're saying. But you know, if it's something obviously repeated, obviously it's something that's really meaningful for them. You know, if like for example, like Patricia said, like you know, a single mom, more than likely, hint, 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 a mother, she's going to do something the best she can for a child or her children. You know, so you know, just something to keep in mind with too. It's no different from using form as far as, you know, family, occupation, recreation, motivation, and or money. You know, or asking the questions. What I learned offline network marketing, you know, if money and time was an issue, what do you do? So many different ways to just find out and just relate with people, give a conversation. Again, it doesn't have to be just only on Facebook only, or maybe the Instagram chat or Twitter. If you want people to say, hey, like Tupac used to say, all eyes on me, that's when you can go ahead and use the videos with YouTube and Facebook, and this really have those people come toward you. You know, and who knows? You might be fortunate to have somebody really pick you out of the crowd like Patricia. You know, so that's just pretty cool. So hopefully you did get value from what we shared here too. And if you did, hey, why not go and lock arms with us? We've been talking about it all evening. As far as, you know, having your own blog platform, you see the Yes Let Me In 2-week trial. Give it a shot. You saw one particular thing that we use, and then you have customer support as well. Besides just Patricia and I, that can help you out to just make it a smooth transition.
Join a team of us, because you have to let them know also, Andre, that it's everywhere. We have teammates everywhere, from Australia, from the UK. I'm getting I wonder why I'm getting an echo. Okay. I don't have echo now, right? That was weird. Okay, but anyway, we have people from Australia, from New Zealand, from Papua New Guinea, from England, from the United States, from Canada, from Mexico. We have people from everywhere. So this is it's the World Wide Web. So naturally, people want to utilize the web to make an income. And there's nothing wrong with making money online. And if you get somebody like Andre and myself, you know, this is not a scam. I've been in internet marketing for 4 years now, and almost 5 coming up with this particular company. And people always want to know, well, how much money have you made? How much money have you made? It's not about the money. What it is about what money can do for you. And like, I don't want to go back and forth to a job, working back and forth. If I'm helping out people, like I said, Andre, you just saw I have an older lady here that I'm helping out. I get to go and do things that I want to do. Well, I couldn't do this if I had a 9-to-5 job. Or she's 88 years old. She's kind of like a mom to me, because my parents have passed away, and I help her out when I can. Now, she does have family and stuff, but like I said, if I could sit down and blog for a couple of hours, put out some content, make a video, do this, and draw people to my business, and it's residual income, mind you, because We could be making money while we're at home. I mean, while we're asleep in the bed, or while I'm out doing these other things, or on vacation. Because if we set up these systems and you have a blog and you have it advertised or even viral, just the organic reach on these social media platforms, and people find you, somebody can click on it, they could read your story or read your blog, fill in the information with their email, and you have a lead. And you have somebody who signed up in your business. That's why I like this kind of work. And the best thing about it is you can do it anywhere, on the beach, at home, you know, even take your laptop with you or your cell phone with you and do the business online.
Yeah, that pretty much does sum it up, though. And two, while just what she just mentioned, still giving out value. Because think about it, even if it is your lifestyle, whatever you choose to talk about, still value. It's more than just talk about, you know, business or lifestyle, whatever. It's still something that value, something that some people can. The main thing is to get people to really be thinking, I can do this. You know, as far as the little simple examples that we should show you. Come on now. You think you could do something like this, you know, put a blog post on, doesn't have to be that long. You didn't see hundreds and hundreds of words on the example I shared. You could maybe shoot a video that's maybe a couple minutes long, heck, maybe even a minute long. Not that bad. Or you can find something inspirational, some inspirational quote too, and share that, and maybe have a blog post toward that particular quote. See what I'm saying? It's really not that hard. So, again,
it's not that hard. We can show you how.
Exactly. So you got something here. Go ahead and go. That's in the end. And we look forward to seeing you inside. So that being said, we'll see you same time, same place next week.
Peace. Bye.